Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another video. Masculine men are problem solvers. Now, y'all know on Fridays I used to talk about masculinity. One thing with masculinity, a man being masculine, is they're gonna solve problems. They're not gonna sit around and talk about the problem. See, that's something women wanna do. That's some in feminine energy. They'll sit around and complain. Because if you ever notice, especially you masculine men out there, you know, a woman be complaining about something without thinking about it, you'll say, well, why don't you just do this, this, and this? And they actually get mad because they wanted to talk about it. And while you hear it, you just like, well, just do this, just do this. And the women be getting mad because of it. Nah, that's one of the things, that's them. And let them do them. Don't get mad they do that. But ultimately, though, that same woman is looking to you to really solve the problem. What I would suggest in that situation is let her talk it out, then say, okay, this is what we need to do. Because that's how women are. That's just their nature. They'll say, the women will say, well, yeah, this, and this, right? But the man will say, well, we're going to solve it. Now, a man is not fully in his masculinity if he don't want to solve the problem. If you get a bunch of men just complaining, they're not fully in their masculinity. They figuring out a solution to the problem. I'll use an example, like if you look at what I teach, especially as far as man gets woman, I'm telling you how to solve the problem. Yeah, we can talk about the select 20% and all of that. If you look at what I teach, I'm telling you how to become select and then even go beyond that. That's the problem. The problem I saw was a problem with relationships, a problem with men getting with women. It was like, okay, well, women want those top guys. Simple solution, become a top guy. Become the best version, Become the best version. I know some guys are complaining, it's like, oh, well, I'm not that height, I'm not this or that. What I say, become your best version. Because really the top is really a mindset more than anything else. Anybody can get that mindset. I'm gonna stick with that. A masculine man is going to have that mindset. Shit, a masculine man is gonna figure out how he's gonna get women. A truly man, let's just be real with it. Let's be real. You get some guys saying, well, I'm having trouble, I'm masculine. You probably not. If I really, really challenge you on it, you probably not. Because a masculine man is going to first figure out what he is. He's going to see a problem. If he's talking about getting a woman, he's going to look at himself first. And he's going to say, because it really don't take that much. It really doesn't. Like I said earlier this week, a lot of men sabotage themselves. And the women, they sabotage themselves. Because women, they gonna go for a certain type of man. There's plenty of men who are full in their masculinity, but they probably won't win a modeling contest. But they men, because they gonna go out and handle stuff. They gonna take care of stuff. They gonna handle business. This gonna be regardless of their stature, their facial features, even their body build. I talked about that before, Even their body build, that comes, that whole masculinity is within. It means you want to take action. That's active. That's the active principle. The truly masculine man wants to be busy, wants to take action, wants to solve problems. And that's the main thing. And there's no excuses for it, because I'm going to tell you what, the society we live in now is because many men solve problems, whether it's from eating, food, whether it's exploring, whether it's just surviving against the elements. A man had to figure out, okay, if we build a structure this way, we can it won't crumble, through the elements. It's the men who figuring that out. The women just taking advantage of it. And that's cool. They bring their part to it. Let them do it. But it's the man who puts it out there first. And that's what we have to understand. When man solved that problem, whatever it is, it was a man who solved it. And, some people try to get mad and all of that. Well, women did this, yeah, whatever. They had masculine energy. Because when we're talking about masculinity, it's an energy more than anything else. And even when you see some women doing it, they're going into their masculine energy. Even them. So it's still no matter what the gender. But a man, he's a being with a Johnson. He's supposed to be masculine. He's supposed to solve stuff. That's what women look for, ultimately. That's the highest level of attraction. She attracted to a man's masculinity. That's the highest level. That's why you can get some men. And like I said, they might not be that tall. They might not be over 6 feet. They might not have like those model features. But they get women like crazy because their masculinity is on 1,000. And women are going to respond to it. This man gonna go out. Yeah, he might not get them on the initial appearance or something, but because he got that hood personality, he gonna go and take care of business. They gonna see that day. That wins a woman over. That wins a woman over. But, and see, you gotta think, if you're a man and you undeveloped, ask yourself, what problems do you have in life? Any man who yeah, seriously, ask yourself, you got a problem with where you live? Well, a masculine man is going to figure out how he can move from that area. He going to figure out what jobs he need to do. If he got to work 2 jobs with sacrifices he's making, he's going to think about it. He's going to think about it. And yeah, thinking is masculine. When you are active, you're an active thinker. You're going to solve that problem. If I'm talking about the house of the man, they're going to put down some steps to solve that problem in a logical, rational way. So you can't, I'm gonna tell you what. That's why, and I've said that before. That's why I'm not big on doing panels or anything like that, because I don't like being in a position where we can't solve something. I don't like being in that position. I don't like being around people talking about a problem, unless we talking about the problem and then we come up with a solution. That's the only time I think men should discuss a problem. Yeah. When they want to come up with a solution, because you want to discuss the problem first, then look at the ways that it can be solved, then decide on which way it can be solved. When we talk about debates, you get people who want to debate and say, no, you don't. You want to argue like a woman. Yeah, I said it like that. Many men want to argue like a woman. Nah, a real debate is people going to present their position and then come up with a solution, a problem. When men debate, that's why it's supposed to be. You just really debating solutions, and then, somebody lose, they don't really lose. They presented something, somebody else presented a better thing, and then they'll look at them and say, okay, all right, you know what, I think that'll solve the issue. That'll solve the issue. So, anyway, I want y'all to think about that, all right? And if you're a man, one of the ways of bringing out your masculinity is thinking about ways to solve whatever problem that you have. And if you hadn't been solving problems, you got the male biology, but you ain't been solving problems. Well, now you know one thing you need to work on, right? So anyway, that's all I have for right now. I'll get back with y'all. Peace and blessings.